Guys, welcome back. So in today's video, we're going to take it way back to the what I made format. Reason being because I'm currently in production mode, which means I have to work really fast because I'm getting ready to open my shop on April 30th. And so filming usually slows things down. So right now, I'm really just cranking things out. And so we'll continue to do this format over the next few videos. And what I'll do is I'll create during the week, and then I will show you what I made during that week or those couple of days. And Preston is in the house watching TV, and I think he only has like 25 minutes on the show that's got his attention right now. So let's go ahead and get... So I haven't had breakfast, but I've got my coffee here. So if I'm talking really fast, it's because I am amped up on caffeine and I like it. But I will try to slow down. One of my wonderful friends, Lauren, told me that sometimes when I get excited, I talk so fast. I'm sorry, guys. I'll try to slow down. Okay, first we're starting off with a really quick one. These were wooden balls that I picked up several years ago, you guys. I still have a pile from years ago, right? And so I just painted these. They were originally just regular wood, and I just painted them in the vintage blue by Folk Art. I'm going to tie a string of jute twine on this and sell it as a set. I'm thinking maybe $12.95 for the set. Next we have these little frames. I really love these little frames. I think they're so cute. I picked this up at a garage sale in my neighborhood. So this one is painted in Mint Julep by Dixie Belle, distressed. And inside I put just a printout from a vintage Bible. And it's the day of creation. You know, the day when God made the world, you know, first, second, third day. And then this is the story of Joseph, and this one is from A Christmas Carol. So I just like to use, you know, little Bible pages. I think they look so cute, and it's an opportunity again for me to share my faith, and whenever I can, I really enjoy doing so. Okay, next I have these signs that say bless this home and all who enter. Now this is a stencil that I picked up from Amazon several months ago. I will try to link it. If anyone wants it, just let me know. Now, I do have a before picture of what this looked like. These were given to me by my awesome friend, Morgan. One of these days, I'm going to bring Morgan so you guys can meet her. She is awesome. She's crazy and I love her. But she gives me a lot of stuff. So these are 14 by 14. And now these have already been inventoried and I'm selling these for $19.95. And they cost me nothing. All right, next we have these candle stands that I made out of spindles. They're actually furniture legs. Now, I remember exactly where I got these. 3 houses down, my neighbor Jose put this on the street and I grabbed them really quick. Now, they were the shiny kind of finish. So I had to put salt wash in my paint so that it gives it this really nice adhesion, and it also becomes very near scratch proof. So I love how the white contrasts with the blue. This blue is the vintage by Folk Art, and this one is just a regular white. You can use any kind of white, but salt wash really helped making it stick. Now I will price this individually, but of course they'll be staged together, and I'm thinking $12.95 on the little ones and maybe $16.95 on the tall one. All right, next we have this gorgeous giant candle stand. I do have a clip of what it looked like before, and this just got painted. I paid, I think, $2. I paid $2.50 for this one. It was $5, but I got it on half off day. Now this is paid in farm fresh, and then it is white wax with DIY white wax. And I really love how that wax brings out those details. And I love the chunkiness and I love the scale. And I think this is such a gorgeous piece. And I'm going to sell this for $22.95. And then I have this little finial here. I sold the other part, the other counterpart. Now, if you guys remember the bed frame that I used to build my fireplace, now these were on top of the spindle of the bed posts. And so I'm still using parts from that bed, you guys. And so this also got the same treatment, DIY farm fresh with white wax. And I think it would look really cute sitting on a shelf or on top of books. And this one I'm thinking I'll probably sell for somewhere between $14.95 and maybe $12.95 to $14.95. I'm not sure just yet. All right, next I have this jug that I picked up from my local Pennywise, probably $1.50. Now this just got the same paint of that white paint that I added the salt wash. And you guys, that salt wash really makes your paint adhere so well. This thing is almost scratch proof. I said almost because I haven't tried, but it looks like it's not coming off. It adheres really, really well. So I just put a transfer floor on this. Now this is going to help me stitch that entry dresser. I'm calling it an entry dresser, but it could be any kind of dresser. And so these are some of the florals that are in the dresser that I want to be able to sit this on top and just kind of tie it together. I got that idea from Brianna. Brianna Hayes, she's my girl. She's badass. Wait, am I allowed to say ass on YouTube? I don't know, but wait a minute. I'm 35 years old. I can say ass, right? Badass. Okay, I'm sorry. So here's another little finio. This I got for free from my friend Donna, who is actually Preston's art teacher. And so she just collects things for me every now and then. And this was in a collection that she had put together for me. It's painted in green, mint julep by Dixie Belle, and white wax. Probably thinking $9.95 for this. Next, we have this little coat rack or entryway hook, whatever you want to call it. It does have the D-ring hangers on the back. Now, this is painted in apothecary and it's got a transfer, and I white waxed those black hooks just so that it looks so new against the distress. Now, this is actually a cabinet door. Next, we have this beautiful ceiling tile that I picked up at my local Goodwill. Yeah, I had to think about it. Now this was black and I just painted it in Farm Fresh, clear wax, and then DIY wax. And I think it turned out great. It already comes with a hanging hardware on the back. So this was a really quick and easy flip. So I don't know what you call this, but I have a set of 3 and I picked this up for $1.99 at my local Goodwill. These came like this already. All I did was paint them. They were originally black, so I painted them in Farm Fresh, did a wet distress, and then I clear waxed them. And when I put the clear wax, it really darkened that color that I was freaking out. And I hear other creators talk about the DIY wax freak out factor. And yo, I was freaking out because it changed that color and it looked way too dark. So I panicked and I added some white wax over it. But once it dried, it actually turned out beautiful. Everyone that's been seeing them on my Facebook and Instagram is already out. Next, we have some frames here. Now, this was just a wooden frame that I painted the gingham. All of these are done in the gingham blue. Now, this, I just have some scrapbook paper in the background, and then I stamped a butterfly on it just so that I can have something in the frame. But they could totally leave this in. And this is going to probably be for like $8.95. And then we have another wooden frame. Of course, I have those Bible pages again. And this one is about Joshua's courage. Now, I was really, really blessed by reading this because I'm currently in a state of my life where, man, sometimes I'm feeling so intimidated by, this process of me getting my own shop space. And I'm terrified. Actually, 2 nights ago, I could hardly sleep. So many thoughts in my head about, staging, about the day-to-day, how everything is going to go. Am I going to be able to keep it stocked? Am I going to make money? And, so reading about Joshua and just remembering that scripture about being strong and courageous and just knowing that my Lord is with me all the time just really, really ministered to me. And it was the perfect reminder at this stage and in this season right now. So I was so happy to put this in this frame, and I pray that the right person will walk upon it that day and they will just be blessed by it. And next we have this little Victorian frame. This is the last one. You guys, I've sold a ton of these. I actually picked up 20 at a garage sale a few months back, and for a long time I had no idea what to do with them. But then one day because this part here is fabric and it was a maroon fabric, and I was just so flabbergasted on what to do with it. And then one day I remembered that DIY paint goes on fabric, so I painted it, and they did so well that every time I made one and I posted it, it sold so quickly. So they've all sold, and this is the very last one. And I know it's good because it's got the Jamie Ray seal of approval. So January, I was like, ooh, girl, you scored on that one. What the hell was that, girl? Oh, you guys, I told you, it's the coffee. But anyway, but she did say I scored. So yeah, I love this. This was gonna be $16.95. All right, we have a boat. That's what Preston's been calling it. So this was a metal container. I do have a clip of what it looked like before. It's quite big. Now I imagine this would be on someone's table with some balls and you know that stuff that people put on the table. I have no idea. It's not coming to me right now. But I painted the inside of this because it's so open that you would be able to see the black against the blue, and the juxtaposition just wasn't working for me. So I painted the whole thing in Farm Fresh and then I white waxed it, and I really love how it turned out, and I plan to stage it on my coffee table that I'm working on, which will be in next week's video. But so this thing is really big, and I'm thinking I can easily get $29.95 for it. We're on to the final product, which are these spinios. I am choosing to call them Bookends. Oh, I need to paint the bottom. I would do that before they go out on the floor, I promise. So these were also painted in Farm Fresh and white wax. Funny story, I bought these separately on 2 separate occasions. As a matter of fact, I had listed one in my online shop and it never sold because it was a Lone Ranger. And then like 3 months later, I went to the store and I found another piece at a totally different store. But anyway, so I'm going to sell this set and I'm going to stage it with some books. And I think I can get $20 or $19.95 for the set. So I like how this turned. Alright friends, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I will go ahead and I will inventory and I'll tag everything so that come opening day or the week of that I am not scrambling to tag everything.